There was a time when engines roared with utter fury. Before the added features, turbochargers, and electric drivelines. Instead, you felt the road. You heard the revs. You experienced the power. It was something visceral, something completely unique.
When I discovered Formula One, it was the pinnacle of engineering excellence and of driving prowess. There was a purity to the ultra-lightweight carbon fiber cars, and there was an utter ferocity of 8, 10, and 12 cylinders revving into the stratosphere.
Project 415 started out as just that, a project. I wanted to be able to build something that would be more engaging, more fun to drive than most cars I could find. I could not get this idea out of my mind, putting an incredibly visceral, high-revving engine into a car that you could drive on the road.
As we live in this world, we're becoming more virtual. The same thing is happening in streetcars. We're starting to see everything becoming so synthetic and filtered. We've lost that connection. Feeling the car underneath you, becoming one with the sensations that the car's feeding back to you.
We're designing Chimera so that it can be enjoyed on the road as well as on a track. One of the keys to the initial concept was finding this high-revving V8 motor in New Zealand, which is the closest thing to driving an old-school Formula One car. And then Road and Track published an article about an incredible European sports car called the Dallara Stradale. This is the company that supplies the Haas Formula One team. It is roughly 2/3 the weight of some of the lightest European sports cars that you can find. This particular chassis has all of the elements that we could possibly hope for to, frankly, showcase the motor we're looking at. This Formula One inspired chassis and Formula One inspired motor perfectly complement one another for the Chimera concept.
The racing prototype is an unfiltered racing experience. There's no power steering. There's no anti-lock braking system. No traction control. So everything is coming through to the driver. You know, it's very hard to describe to someone who hasn't had this type of experience exactly what it feels like. The adrenaline rush, felt the thrill of being subjected to high Gs and high speed. The concept of bringing that feeling to the street is extraordinarily exciting.
Introducing the Chimera road car. 2,100 pounds, over 12,000 RPM from a 2.4-liter V8, well over 400 horsepower. A completely different driving experience. Probably one of the last great internal combustion sports cars that will ever be made.
All of these parts will work together in harmony to just provide a thrilling driving sensation.